Hey, it's Johara. Welcome back to my channel, to the Witchy Reader. So, I'm going to be doing the mid-year freak out tag. Finally. Yay. I'm a little behind, but I'm going to finally do it. So, yay. I have to get to it. But yay, there's 15 questions, and this is going to be fun. Okay. So, let's get started. So, best book you read so far this year? Do rereads count? I've done more rereads this year than I wanted to, but I'm gonna say a book that's not a reread. I'm trying to think of the books I've read so far this year. Um, well, technically I'm not done with this book, but it's gonna be 5 stars, and I am getting really into it, and I got really far yesterday. I hope to get far again today. And that's Rule of Wolves. I haven't actually finished it yet, but I have a feeling it's gonna be a favorite, even though I spent some time crying over it yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before. It was the day before that I made a lot of progress because yesterday I wasn't feeling well. Okay, got the days mixed up. Um, I'm also really enjoying The Secrets of the Immortal Necklace of Mel. I finished the first 3 books of the series. There's 6, and I've been able to finish them really fast for the most part. I did kind of. It's been taking me a while to get to book 4. I haven't even started yet. I've just got distracted by other books, and but the first 3 books I did read really fast, and once I actually start the 4th book, I have a feeling that I'll finish the next 3 books very fast too. They're pretty quick books. They're very fast paced, and um and I enjoy that. And there's a lot of action, and so I've been really enjoying it. So that's probably gonna be a favorite too of the year. Best sequel you read so far this year? Um, I mean, Will Wolves is a sequel of King of Scars, and I'm liking it more than King of Scars. I like King of Scars, but I'm loving Will Wolves. Um, there's also The Magician, which is book 2 in Secrets of the Immortal Necklace of Mel, and The Sorceress, which is book 3. Both of them I very much enjoyed. Um, and I think I read the 2 of those within just like 2-3 days, like seriously. Um, so yeah, like I said, I'm really enjoying this. Uh, Number 3, a new release you haven't read yet but really want to. Well, I want to read Aaron Hunter's new series. Book 2 is coming out sometime this year. It's July. No, I think it's July. I might be wrong though. I think it's July though. Which I'm very excited for because it's about pandas, and I'm trying to catch up on Aaron Hunter's books anyways. um, so I really want to read that series. And I have to say, so this book came out at the beginning of the year. Finally bought it a couple months ago, and I still haven't read it yet, but I'm very anticipated for it, and I just keep getting sidetracked by like this year I wanted to do a pride thing, and this book doesn't really have any pride in it, I don't think. So it kind of got pushed back because I was doing this whole pride thing. And next month I'm doing a readathon, and I don't know if this fits any of the prompts there, but I really want to read it. So I don't know. I might just try to squeeze it in next month because I don't know how long I can hold it off anymore because I just really want to read it. I've been wanting to read it since like book 1. Okay, it's book 3 in the series, and it's indie, and I really enjoy it. I haven't read that much indie yet, but I'm trying to change this once I have more money. But this book, I um I absolutely love the series, and I'm very excited for this book, and I cannot wait. Ugh. Okay, number that was 4, right? No, that's 3. Number 4, most anticipated book for the second half of the year. Hmm. Well, like I said, I want to read a few more indie books. I own the first book in Warriors of Bria, but I'm there's gonna be 5 books. I'm friends with the author, and she's already published books 2 and 3, and she's hoping to publish book 4 by the end of the year. So I want to get at least book 2 and 3 before and then read them before she publishes book 4, and then get book 4, or wait till she publishes book 4 and then get it. It depends when I get money to buy them, and then I want to read those. So, and those are anticipated. And I'm almost done with this book, sort of. I don't have that much left, and it's The Rise of Kyoshi, and I'm very anticipated for The Shadow of Kyoshi, which is the sequel, which I'll be reading soon, next month. So yeah, number 5, your biggest disappointment. Did I have a disappointment this year? I don't get disappointed over books very much, which is a good thing. I don't think I had a disappointment so far this year. Trying to think of everything I've read so far. And yeah, I mean, I did read a lot of rereads, but even the books I haven't read before, I've read now, I haven't really had a disappointment. I don't even think I've rated anything 3 stars yet this year. Everything's been 4 or 5 stars, which isn't a surprise. That's usually what I rate books, because I usually enjoy what I read. That's why I stay in my reading bubble. I only get books that I'm sure I'm gonna love. Number 6, your biggest surprise. Like I said, I don't get books that I don't think I'm going to love. I mean, I know people like to get out of their comfort zone and stuff, but I like my comfort zone. It's why I always rate books 4 or 5 stars. It's why I enjoy everything I read. So I wouldn't say there was this big surprise where I read a book. Oh wait, I do have. Okay, I was wrong for the disappointment. That'd be Beastly. That is the only book I've rated 3 stars, because I didn't hate it or anything, but I do prefer the movie a lot. I love the movie, and the book just didn't measure up, in my opinion. So that was a disappointment. But surprise, yeah, I don't think I had a surprise. Like, yeah, I don't think I had a surprise. Like, a surprise would be like reading a book I didn't think I was gonna love, and then end up loving it. And every book I open, I'm sure I'm going to at least like at some point. At least rate no lower than 3 stars. But yeah, I don't think I had a surprise. Um, Number 7, your favorite new author or an author that's new to you. Um, Favorite new author. I don't get into authors very much. I mean, very few books do I actually own more than one of by an author. I think the only book, the only series I own, the only author I own more than one book of is Aaron Hunter. I own Seekers, Warriors, Survivors, and Bravelands, and I plan to get that new series. I mean, Aaron Hunter probably takes up like 50% of my books. Like, seriously. I am enjoying this author. What's the author name? I forgot. F.C. Yee. And yeah, and I'm enjoying, because apparently there's also going to be a book coming out soon in July or something. I don't remember, but sometime this year, another Avatar, Yang Chen. So this person he is writing about different avatars, and I think they're all gonna be like duologies. I might be wrong though. But this one is a duology. It's about Kyoshi, and then Yang Chen. It did say on Goodreads book 1, so there's gonna be at least a second book to that about Yang Chen, and who knows who he's gonna do after Yang Chen. I mean, the only avatars I remember ever being mentioned are, besides Aang and Korra, obviously, because we get to see their journeys in Avatar: Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. But Kyoshi, I think we know the most about just because Kyoshi's a fan favorite. There's Yang Chen, which was the airbending avatar before Aang, but we know very little of her, at least I do. There's Roku, which was the avatar, which we also know a lot about, like Kyoshi. He was the avatar before Aang. And then there was Yuan, which was actually the very first avatar. We learn about him in Legend of Korra. We learn about how he became the avatar, which started this cycle in the first place. Those are the only ones I can think about that we really know. But we are getting a new series about the earthbending avatar after Korra. I forgot what his name is. Jinji. So we're gonna learn about him. But yeah, but I'm excited to learn more about these avatars because I love the Avatar universe. Number 8. Your newest fictional crush. My newest fictional crush. Trying to think of all the books that I read new this year. Well, on Secrets of Immortal Nicholas Flamel, I love Scathach. I love her. I love Perenelle too. But Scathach is amazing. Joan of Arc is good too. But Scathach is amazing. And I'm obsessed with her. She is a vampire. And she goes by many names. And she is, like, there's at one point, there were people that wanted to kill her. Like, the moment they found out that Nicholas went to get Scathach's help, they were like, "Oh crap," because they knew that it was gonna be hard to get Nicholas and what they wanted from Nicholas if he is aligned with Scathach, or Scatty. They call her Scatty as for short. But Scatty, they legit had to get this ancient monster, wake him up from his sleep, and have him destroy Paris so that they can get rid of Scatty. And she still survived. They thought she died. Like, even the audience thought she died. Like, she was dragged underwater, and then you like hear nothing about her until like the end. Like that happened at like the end of book 2, I think. And then you don't even find out what happened to Scatty until the end of book 3. And I'm like, they just let you think she's dead for all that time, which was bogus and it was hurtful. But I love Scatty. Like, she's awesome. Number 9, your newest favorite character. I mean, I enjoy Kyoshi and her girlfriend Rangi's characters. I enjoy their characters a lot. Yeah, they're fun to read about. I like Rangi because she has no filter. Like, when she will legit just like tell you off if she has to. Like, she's done that to Kyoshi. It's awesome. Number 10, a book that made you cry. Rule of Wolves is cruel. They killed off my favorite character. Like, my favorite character that isn't one of the crows, because the crows are superior. But he's the only character that for me, that is like high up with the crows. And I loved him. And they killed him off. And I cried way longer than I probably should over a fictional character. But they killed him off and I'm still not okay. I broke it inside. That was cruel. I'm not gonna say who in case anyone hasn't read Rule of Wolves, which is the last book in the Grishaverse, but I'm not okay. I can tell you that much. 11. Book that made you happy. A book that made me happy. Is it bad that I was able to name the book that made me cry a lot faster than I could name the book that made me happy? um, Bewitched Nas. It's all the way over there, and it's like the middle of a stack, and I don't want to get it. So, could I say reread? Because I'm gonna say reread because these are my answers. It'd be a tie between Secrets and Harry Potter. Cause those are my two all-time favorite books. They're like neck and neck, and everyone should know my obsession with Harry Potter by now. I mean, you can see some of my Harry Potter stickers, just a portion of them, because I have a lot more. Like, and that's still not even all of them. There's more over there, but that's all the way over there. So, um, but yeah. So my obsession with Harry Potter and Secrets is like Harry Potter level because they're both amazing, and it always makes me happy to read them. Um, 12. Your favorite book to film adaptation? Harry Potter. I know there are some stuff wrong with the Harry Potter movies, mostly with Ron and Jenny's characters and Jenny and Harry's relationship, which sucks because Jenny and Harry's is my favorite couple from the books, and Ron and Jenny are my two all-time favorite characters from the books, and that's what they decide to mess up the most. But there are some things in the movies that I actually prefer than the books. It's probably an unpopular opinion, but oh well. Um, and Harry Potter is my all-time favorite movie. So, but I also absolutely love Shadow and Bone. It's become one of my favorite TV shows, and I feel like they did really well considering they added the crows. I feel like that's made it better though, because even though I like Shadow and Bone, I love Six of Crows, so adding the crows just made it that much better. But they did have to cut out some of the stuff from Shadow and Bone to add in the crows. But I feel like that didn't take away from the overall story, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, so I really enjoyed Shadow and Bone, and I just rewatched it the other day. My mom watched it for the first time, and she's never read the books. But yeah, number 13. Your favorite video you made this year? Yeah, I have no idea. Actually, I do have an idea. I have like a lot of Harry Potter content coming your way now that I finished rereading the series, so be aware for that. I just wanted to say that. But my favorite video, the only one I really thought of off the top of my head because I never remember what videos I made, especially this far into the year. But the episode 1 of my underrated series highlights is the only episode I've done so far. I'm going to be filming episode 2 very soon, but it's about the first 6 books of Seekers. And I'm very excited for this series just because I feel like I read a lot of underrated books, and there's a lot of underrated books you don't get talked about. So I want to spread some light to those underrated series, and obviously I'm starting with Seekers, and that was a very long video. It was like 40 minutes, and I'm glad I decided to split that video into two and part do the first 6 books of Seekers and then the last 6 books of Seekers so that it's not 2 hour long video. Um, but I'm very excited for this series on my channel, and I'm very excited for and I hope that some people will read Seekers thanks to my video, because Seekers obviously is one of my favorite series of all time, and it's very, very underrated. And I just want more people to read it and love it and enjoy it like I do. So yeah. And I actually found out recently, like I don't remember how I guess I was just talking about my two favorite series, and I started talking about Seekers and Harry Potter, and as I was talking about them, I realized why these two series, which seem like they are nothing alike, are my two favorite series. But that's because the main theme of both of these series is the main friend group. That's the main theme. Um, and um, and they they both start main characters start off as kids, cubs, whatever you want to call them, as really really young, and you get to watch them grow up throughout the movies and become adults. And so obviously at the beginning there's not going to be really any romance because they're too young to really be in a real romantic relationship. So you get to see them as they get a little bit older, starting to have these feelings that are new to them. So you get to watch them in that journey. But even after they all started getting into relationships and falling in love, the romance was just sprinkled in. They didn't try to overtake you with the romance like the Harry Potter movies did in Half-Blood Prince. But which is the genius of the books. Um, and they get so you get to, because the main theme is still the friendship, and the romance doesn't overpower the friendship, which I feel like a lot of books, movies, TV shows, whatever likes to do, because a lot of people think romance is the most important thing. Me, I don't believe that. Friendship, family, that's the most important thing. And both of these books show that, which is that even after they fall in love, even after they have these romantic feelings for other people, that they the friendships groups are still the most important thing. The golden trio in Harry Potter, Ron, Harry, and Hermione, and the main friend group in Seekers, Kalik, Toklo, Udrak, and Lusa. So, yeah, just wanted to say that. I went into a little rant, but oh well. um, 14. The most beautiful book you bought so far this year. Does it mean like covers? Cause I don't do covers very much. I have no idea. I haven't even really bought. I haven't actually bought a book this year though, cause I haven't had any money to buy books. But I don't know. I know I like this. This is pretty. It's not the cover. I mean, technically it's the cover, but it's like it's not the dust jacket. But this is really pretty. But like, I don't know anything about covers. Like, I don't talk about covers. I don't really care about covers. I just care about what's inside the covers. 15. What are some books you need to read this year? There's lots. This is gonna be hard, but I wanted to finish my physical TBR, except for Warriors, because there's a lot of books in Warriors. So I'm gonna focus on Warriors next year. So I'm gonna read my plan is to read my physical TBR, except for Warriors. So let's see how well that turns out. But that is my plan. But like, so there's a lot of books I want to read, and I mean, if I do end up buying books, it'll probably be indie books, except unless I need to buy a sequel to a book I already own, like Rise of Kyoshi. I don't own Shadow Kyoshi. There's crap, what's it called? It's actually not fantasy; it's a mystery, but it seemed really interesting. A good girl's guide to murder. There's like 2 more books in that series, and I don't own them. I only own the first one. But other than that, the only books I'm probably gonna buy this year, if I do end up getting money to buy books, would be uh indie books. Like I said, I want to buy the second and third book of Warriors of Bria. I also want to buy Fires of Treason. The second book just came out or is about to come out. Then and I think there's gonna be 3 books in that. There's Malediction, which I really want to read, and A Journey Unveiled. I think those are the main ones I want to read. Cause the only 2 indie books I've actually read would be A Daughter's Ransom, which I showed you the 3rd book, which I really want to read, and then Shadowrun Chronicles. There's 3 books in that, but I've already read all 3 of them, so those are. So I'm just waiting until she publishes book 4. So yeah, like there's several books I want to read. I want to read Survivors and Brave Lands. I do also want to read by Iron Hunter's new series, but there's like I said, they're about to come out with book 2, so there's not much I need to buy for that. So I do want to buy that and read that. But I'm gonna finally start reading Charmed because I have like 40. There's like 41 books I think in the series, and I own all but one. Like the second to last book is the only one I don't own, so I'm gonna buy that. But I'm gonna start reading that next month. But yeah, so those are the books I want to buy and the books I want to read. So that's all for this video. Please like and subscribe and comment how your reading is going this year. I would love to know, and I'll talk to you guys later.